We are rolling. You ready?
Alrighty. Yeah, we're ready.
So Toby, you've come back to rowing after an 11-year hiatus. What brought you back?
So I've always missed the sport of rowing, and I think particularly living down here by this beautiful lake, I drive past it every day, and I've been envious for the last decade. So it seemed logical that at some point I would get back into it. And then also just being inspired by people like yourself, people like Sean Kirkham, who is my advertising guy for my business. I've moved Emma Twigg 3 or 4 times now and always just chewed her ear off about rowing and got super hyped about it. So yeah, I'd say those are the 2 main things.
So Toby, what has been the hardest part about getting back into rowing after such a long break? Have you had to overcome many challenges getting back into it?
I honestly think the hardest part about getting into rowing has been just getting enough sleep. Like, I've been so accustomed over the last decade to going to bed at 10:30, 11 o'clock and waking up at 7 or 8 o'clock the next morning that all of a sudden if I try and go to bed at the same time, I'm getting 4 or 5 hours sleep. So getting to bed early, getting enough sleep so that I'm not just trash the next day at work has probably been the biggest challenge. That and blisters.
How have you found being a part of the Waikato Club?
Waikato Club has been epic and has exceeded all expectations. I think it's the perfect blend of feeling like you're actually an athlete, part of something quite serious and something structured and well organised, but then also it's lax enough that you're not in an elite program. So it's still enjoyable, you've still got plenty of free time during the week to do what you need to do. You're not just wrecking your body all week trying to get to the absolute pinnacle, but it's serious enough that you can still have a good hack at it and have some pretty serious goals.
Rowing is a pretty big commitment. How's your club rowing fit into your lifestyle?
It's actually managed to fit into the lifestyle easier than I thought. I'm in a pretty privileged position that I've got great staff working for me these days, so I can sort of start work a little bit later in the day, get myself a good breakfast in after rowing and then meet up with the boys on the job site.
Okay, so you've set up a business. Here's your plug. Go for it. Give us the rundown.
ProPact Removals, the finest removal company around. We look after your stuff. We won't damage anything. We'll show up uniformed on time. There you go. I won't take it any further than that.
That's brilliant. All right, it's quite a unique twist that after being away for 11 years, you have the same coach, Megan Glenn. Did she influence your return at all?
She didn't influence the return. I signed up for the winter program and saw on the information sheet that was sent through that Megan's name was on the coaching list and immediately cracked up, couldn't believe it, couldn't believe that I was going to be reconnecting with Meg after all these years in exactly the same place, under the exact same sport, and yeah, just stoked, yeah, made the journey worthwhile.
Nice. Whoa, Megan's here. Megan, do you want to get in the frame?
Now I'm wondering what's in my hands. As long as the wife does, yeah.
Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking real good. Megan, stoked to have you here too. What a coincidence you're also here. You obviously can't escape Toby and rowing. Are you happy to see him rowing again? And how do you think he's getting on?
I think it's awesome to see Toby rowing again because you can definitely see the change, like how he's matured into an adult now. But he's still the same Toby I knew years ago. And I think it's awesome to see someone come back to rowing because we always hear about this dropout after school. So it's just so awesome to see that people feel that they can come back to the sport at any time that they would like to. And Toby he's actually getting on pretty good, eh? Definitely getting rid of some of those bad habits from school rowing. But it's awesome to see him really working hard and really thinking and just making massive changes each row.
All right, Toby, many rowers have little superstitious rituals for racing, like having racing socks or a certain breakfast. Did you have any from high school that you're still going to continue doing today?
I'd love to have a good answer for that, but honestly, not really. Nah, just
Me.
I do have my favourite socks, let's be honest. I will be wearing my favourite socks. I don't know if it's a superstitious thing, but they'll be making an appearance.
What would you say to other rowers out there considering coming back to rowing?
Get into it. If you have got the time on your hands to be able to commit to a few hours every morning, Just make the sacrifice. Go to bed a bit earlier. Get up. It's worth it. It's so worth it. The feeling that you get at 7 o'clock in the morning, knowing that you've already achieved so much for the day, just makes it all worth it. It's all worthwhile.
Finally, most important question of this whole interview. What's your 2K?
Oh, I haven't done one since under 16, but I think that was maybe a 6:36 back in the day.
Well, Toby, it's great seeing you back in rowing. Can't wait to see how your season's going to go, and I wish you all the best.
Thanks very much, Matt.